It's your boy Superman 2000. I'm back in the fight chair. Man, I just been catching up on all the fight stuff I've been missing out on. Well, word on the street is Floyd Mayweather is slick. I gotta give this guy his props. I gotta give him his props. Conor McGregor is trying to bait him into a fight, right? The media is pushing all this hype. What does Floyd Mayweather do? He takes that hype. Pacquiao fought Vargas. Floyd Mayweather goes, sit ringside. Pacquiao gives him the nod, like, hey, yo, what's up? All of a sudden, Pacquiao now says, hey, in 2017, there is going to be a Pacquiao Mayweather rematch. Whoa, did you see that? Did you see that? Dude, that's classic. He got his name in the media just by ESPN and MMA reporters pushing Mayweather, Conor. Then he turns around and says, hey, listen, man, I'm a boxer. Let's make this pure straight up boxing. Look at another big name. Now, a lot of boxing fans don't know who Conor McGregor is. Just recently here, people discovering the name of Conor McGregor. And most boxing fans, they get confused when the grappling start. They're like, oh, it's just two guys wrestling. They don't know what the kimura is. They don't know what the arm triangles. They don't know what the they don't know what the arm bar is or the triangle choke is. They don't know that stuff. To them, it just looks weird and awkward. You know, I was watching Aldo. This is a real vintage fight, pretty much, with my uncle. It was Aldo versus Fader, right? And what happened was that's the fight that Aldo smashed all those low leg kicks and then caught him in a crucifix and then smashed him with the elbow. Now, once they got down to the ground, my uncle was like, hold on one second. Why is the guy on top of that guy? What kind of man ritual stuff is going on? I'm like, Uncle, cool. And I said, because my uncle's a boxing fan. He's an avid boxer. He was so good that when he was young, he was selected to go to Trinidad and Tobago to compete in a national event. So I'm like, yeah, he's a hardcore boxing fan. They can't relate to MMA, you know. They may like a few of them may like the flashy striking, but overall they don't want to see any clinching up. They want to see guys moving, bobbing and weaving, that type of stuff. And then on top of that, MMA is still a growing sport. So say if I go in the supermarket, and I'm like, you guys know who Conor McGregor is? I would say no. If I say you know who Floyd Mayweather is, they'll say, yeah, I know Floyd Mayweather, I know Pacquiao. You know, so boxing have a larger pipeline and a bigger fan base. And then the next thing is that the last fight that Pacquiao had with Mayweather, that fight initially, Mayweather had a shoulder injury, and he negotiated with the Pacquiao camp that they would allow him to take a cortisone shot to relieve the pain in his shoulder, so he'd be able to perform and fight properly. Right before the fight, Floyd Mayweather camp comes back and say, "Hey, listen, you're not allowed to take the cortisone shot. You're gonna have to fight work like that. We're not agreeing to that anymore. I mean, he's hurt, he's injured, everything's already good to go. So Pacquiao goes ahead and fight with the injured shoulder. I wasn't able to come up with the win. There was some kind of class action lawsuit against him saying, hey, he should have disclosed that. People actually bet money on the fight. If they knew when he was fighting hurt, they wouldn't have put the money up, all types of stuff. But nonetheless, the lawsuit didn't go anywhere because he had already disclosed it to the commission and everything was on the up and up. Now, this time around, his shoulder is 100%. He put on a good show with Vargas. So now he's coming back and saying, hey, we got some unfinished business to do here. Mayweather is like, okay, the last time I made 250 million. This time around again, I could make another 250 million. Pacquiao could make 200, another 150 million. So you got two big names there. And the price point for that in terms of cable, probably going to be like, maybe, I say maybe at $39.99. It's going to be something cheap, probably something cheap. I'm not going to pay big money to see two old guys duke it up. I'm curious to see how it's going to come out. But the hardcore boxing fans, the older guys who like to chill and smoke cigars and that type of stuff, they'll pay money for that. They pay money to go to the sports bar. They didn't go to the sports bar instead of that. Or they'll pay money just to chill out and watch that because they have the disposable income. And boxing has the larger fan base. So MMA might be growing faster against in the demographic of young males, but the baby boomer generation outnumbered younger people. So because of those population demographics, it would be much easier for a Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao fight to sell and post up the big numbers. It's where I'm coming from. So I don't see that. I think Pacquiao and Mayweather, they're gonna go ahead and do that rematch, and I think they use the momentum and the synergy generated from the Conor McGregor Mayweather comparison just to pull the attention back to Mayweather, get the boxing fans excited, and get the ball rolling again. Because, and I'll be honest with you, boxing in America, the excitement is kind of down. And that's because most of the heavyweight champions and most of the champions, they're actually like overseas. So in England, boxing is like just going crazy. And the excitement is there because they have the heavyweight champion. They have some good people over there. So it's like it sounds crazy, but Americans don't watch a sport and it is an American in it kicking ass. Pardon my language. So that's why I'm thinking a Pacquiao Mayweather fight is gonna be a better deal. All right, guys, that's my 2 cents from the fight here. Don't want to talk your head off. I have another video coming out. Alliance MMA. They're the first publicly traded MMA organization slash promoters. That stock was trading at four something, went down to three, and now it's back up to four. They just published. Just I mean I'm on my phone. I'm reading the 10Q form, and I like what I see. They're making good progress. I don't want to stock myself. I plan to buy some, but I'm amazed. So they pretty much leapfrog WMEIG, and they are no publicly traded. They have the finances, and they signed a deal with Comcast in the pipeline and some other media distribution, and they've secured the rights to even some of the UFC video library, which I'm like, that's deadly. So the competition was definitely getting hot. So the UFC, I give to the Furter brothers. They realized that the competition was there. They were going to get outflanked by both Bellator and by both Alliance MMA. So they had to make a move. They jumped ship. They sold the company the right time. Okay, so I don't want to talk your head off about that. I get excited about these things. All right, guys, it's my 2 cents from the fight here. Peace out.